Welcome to my channel. Today we have the following news. Zhao Liying was the biggest winner at the Defying dinner, giving Dior a slap in the face who disliked her. In the bustling social arena, the intertwining between brands and public figures is always full of stories and emotions. Zhao Liying, this dazzling actress, writes her own legend with her tenacity and talent. Her experience is not only a testimony of personal growth, but also a vivid demonstration of the charm of cooperation between brands and public figures. Zhao Liying, a name behind countless efforts and persistence. She never flinched in the face of doubts and challenges in the fashion field. During her collaboration with Dior, she suffered criticism from the internet, but those slanders and ridicules became the driving force for her to move forward. She chose to speak with her strength and prove herself with her works. At this moment, De Beers, like an elegant knight, entered Zhao Liying's world. At the dinner, the dazzling jewelry and the cordial greetings from global CEOs were like warm sunshine, lighting up Zhao Liying's path forward. She is no longer the country girl who was questioned, but a bright star shining at the top of fashion. And Longines, this old friend who has accompanied Zhao Liying through the storm, has given her firm support. They ignored the doubts from the outside world and chose to believe and support. Under the lens of Longines, Zhao Liying showed unprecedented elegance and confidence. Every time she appeared, she became the focus of the fashion industry. Zhao Liying's cooperation with De Beers and Longines is not only a commercial collaboration, but also an emotional fit. Together they wrote a story about trust, support and growth. In this process, Zhao Liying not only won the favor of the brand, but also won the recognition and love of the public. Cooperation between brands and public figures is never one way. It requires the joint efforts and dedication of both parties to create real value. Zhao Liying's cooperation with De Beers and Longines is such a perfect example. Together, they created a story about dreams, growth, and beauty, which will be engraved in people's hearts forever. In the story of Zhao Liying, we witnessed how an ordinary girl transformed into a bright star in the fashion industry. Her story is like an inspiring blockbuster that makes us believe that as long as we have dreams and perseverance, we can create our own glory. Zhao Liying's success is not accidental. Every step of her is full of sweat and hard work. She tells us through her actions that when facing difficulties and challenges, don't be afraid, don't shrink back, and face them bravely. Only after experiencing the baptism of wind and rain can we become stronger and more mature. At the same time, Zhao Liying's cooperation with De Beers and Longines also allows us to see the deep friendship between brands and public figures. The cooperation between them is not only an exchange of commercial interests, but also an emotional mutual support and trust. This sincere cooperative relationship makes us feel the warmth and power of the brand. As readers, we may not be able to stand at the pinnacle of fashion like Zhao Liying, but we can learn from her perseverance and persistent pursuit of dreams. We can integrate this spirit into our lives. No matter what difficulties we encounter, we must move forward courageously and never give up. In addition, Zhao Liying's cooperation with De Beers and Longines also shows us a new marketing model. Cooperation between brands and public figures can not only enhance the brand image, but also use the influence of public figures to attract more consumers' attention. This cooperation model not only has commercial value, but also has social significance. It allows us to see the positive interaction and win-win development between brands and public figures. In the days to come, we look forward to seeing more public figures like Zhao Liying working hand in hand with brands to create more beautiful stories. At the same time, we also hope that everyone can shine in their own fields and work hard to realize their dreams. Because in this era full of opportunities and challenges, as long as we dare to dream and pursue, we will be able to create our own glory.